Hello, hi everyone. I'm back with another video. Today is International Human Rights Day. Wishing you all a very happy Human Rights Day. So, on this occasion of Human Rights Day, I'll be discussing something on human rights law. What are the human rights? How is it connected with our individual lives? How do we live the life? What is the what do you mean by right to have rights? But moving into the video, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and like my content. Keep sharing it so that the thing which I want to do to spread the legal knowledge that could be attained. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Click that bell icon also so that you will also get the notification of the upcoming videos. So, when we talk about human rights, what do you mean by human rights? As we all know that human rights are those rights which are inherent in every individual since the very birth. Since the birth of an individual, everyone carries certain rights. It is also, you can say, like Henry Adnant also said that it is the right to have rights. You belong to a particular society. As soon as you take breath into the society, the very right which exists in you starts to take breath. It starts like it starts to vest the day an individual takes birth, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights has also expressed that it has those implicit provisions have been made explicit under the covenant of declaration of human rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, also in our Constitution of India, which is in tune in line with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We have also taken certain provisions from different parts, and the fundamental rights concept have been taken from the United States of America, and it is in tune in line with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So basic human rights the basic human rights are this only. And when we talk about the purpose behind which the human rights should vest in person, and what is the purpose behind having these rights, so the purpose behind having these rights is that it makes the life of an individual worth living. You are not just having a mere animal existence, but you have certain essence. Which is required to live a particular life with good standard of living, and a kind of a thing that shows that the existence is not just mere animal existence. So when is International Human Rights Day celebrated? International Human Rights Day is celebrated on 10th December every year, and in 1948 on this day United Nations adopted Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is the UDHR Charter document. It is the document which proclaims about the rights which are inalienable rights. Inalienable rights are those rights which cannot be severed from an individual. What is the theme of 2020 International Human Rights Day? The theme of 2020 Human Rights Day is related to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it talks about recover better, stand up for human rights. So when we talk about the international theme on human rights, as it's suggested by United Nations on the official websites on human rights and sustainable development goals, it states that human rights are the part and heart of the sustainable development goals, and the United Nations is striving to put human rights at the center of their work. So what are the suggestions which they keep during when they talk about human rights aspect in the COVID-19 pandemic and how to deal with it? The pandemic and the lockdown has been fueled by deepening in poverty, rising inequalities, structural and entrenched discriminations, and other gaps in human rights protection. Only the measures to close the gaps and protect the human rights can ensure we fully recover and build back a world that is better, just, and sustainable. And in order to do so, we need to end discrimination of any kind, address those inequalities which are prevalent in the today's pandemic situation, encourage participation and solidarity, promote sustainable development. So when we talk about promoting sustainable development, one of the major goal in the sustainable development goals is to be better to protect human rights, because there are a lot of violations which is going on of human rights, and which is very much required, because human rights are very important aspect of the individual's existence. So what do you mean by statelessness? Human rights in some or the other way is also violated in one of the condition, when the circumstances come to the thing like getting stateless person, becoming a stateless person. So a stateless is a situation where a person is no longer considered to be a citizen of any of the states through the operation of its law. Through the operation of its law would mean that the nationality laws are in such a way that the particular person is not able to complete the conditions laid down in the particular nationality law. Say for example, a person was born in X country, where the law of the law of the descent was applicable, but his parents Y and Z did not belong to that community. They belonged to W country, and hence now and W country follows a particular nationality law that a particular person should be born in the particular state only if he wants to get the citizenship of that particular country. Now what this particular person A will face, he will neither be getting the citizenship of the country where he has taken birth, because it says that only the particular persons will be given, only the individuals who have taken birth by descent will get the nationality. And in the other country it says that if the particular person is born in the territory of the country, then he will be given the nationality of the country. So now the particular person A is at the risk of becoming a stateless person, because he is not fulfilling any of the criteria of the nationality laws. There are conflict in the nationality laws, and hence this conflict because of this conflict, the situation of statelessness, the risk of becoming a stateless person is more, and there are a lot of human rights violation when we are a stateless person. When a particular individual becomes a stateless person, he is deprived of all the rights, all the basic rights which are necessary in order to live a good life, good standard life. That is right to education, right to shelter, right to food, right to employment, all these, right to travel, all these rights gets taken away, and these rights are violated, and in those conditions the particular person becomes more vulnerable to discriminality. When we talk about the reasons why the persons can become stateless, there can be many reasons which could lead to the situation of becoming a person stateless, or where the person is at risk of becoming stateless person. The first one is the loss of nationality. As earlier discussed with an example, how does the loss of nationality occurs? It might occurs in the case of a woman when she gets married to another man, and where this is a provision that the particular woman, as soon as she marries a person of another nationality, her nationality will get lost, and now she could not get the nationality of her husband. And this is one of the major part which is there, because of which stateless situation has been coming over and over, and there are many generations which are going stateless only with the tag of stateless, and they cannot assert their specific human rights which are very much important to live a life, live a standard healthy life. So change in boundaries of the country, what does that mean? Say for example, the boundaries have changed, the alteration of the boundaries between the countries have taken place, and in that situation also it happens that the particular person might lose his nationality, might lose his citizenship, and might not fall after the reorganization, restructuring of the boundary, might not fall in the criteria of the nationality laws, maybe of the other state. Say for example, like what happened between India and Bangladesh, the boundaries changed, and the scenario changed, and then the situation which are faced by the people living in Assam as stateless persons could be seen. Refugee is also one of the major causes of statelessness. How does a particular person become a refugee? A particular person becomes a refugee when he is in the fear of getting prosecuted illegally, and when he leaves that particular country of his nationality because of that particular reason and flew to the other country where he might be safe, he might not be prosecuted illegally. So those are the conditions of refugee. Migrants are the persons who migrate from their own country, their own land, their own state, leaving behind their state, coming to a country where they are getting jobs, where they are getting employment opportunities, and because of the because of earning the livelihood, they have to come. And when they come, there might be certain situations such as war, etc., which might create a situation whereby they lose their documents. Might be in the transit, in the time, at the time of transit, they might lose the documents through which they could not prove that they are the citizen of that particular country, hence they lose their nationality. Then the next aspect which I will be dealing is succession. Yes, succession from one particular, like say for example, there were two different countries and they got merged into one, and the succession took place. And while in the process of merging, there were certain laws which was made, the nationality laws, that after the merger these will be the nationality laws prevalent, and if any one of the individual will not fall in the category of the nationality laws, the conditions are not fulfilled, they might lose the nationality, and hence they are at the risk of becoming stateless persons. What are the various conventions on the aspect? The various conventions which could be which could come at the rescue is convention related to status of refugee, convention related to the status of stateless person, the convention on reduction of statelessness, universal declaration of human rights, and international covenants on civil and political rights. Now moving further into the discussion of human rights under Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India has borrowed fundamental rights from United States of America, and following are the rights available subjected to certain restrictions. These rights has corresponding duties which is to be followed in order to assert those rights. The list of the fundamental rights are right to equality, right to equal opportunity in the sense of employment, right to freedom of speech and expression, right to religion, right to life and personal liberty, right against illegal detention, right not to be prosecuted again and again for the same offense, right to education. These are certain basic rights which are very much important for any individual to live a healthy life, a good life. Thanking you. With this, I would like to end. Let's spread these particular rights, the legal awareness. Please keep sharing to my channel and to subscribing my channel. I'll be coming up with more videos on the same. Thank you. Bye bye.